Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to introduce to you Dr. Phanuel Antwi, a PhD graduate from the Department of English and Cultural Studies, who will be delivering the valedictory address.
Thank you, Madam Provost. I could say hello, but today is not a day for introductions, for introductory greetings. And so I would like to skip straight to the part of the speech where I say goodbye or take care. The phrase take care is a parting greeting that we use without often thinking about or grasping its full depths. To take care implies a relation of support. Not only does it take commitment, it takes patience, endurance, grace, and persistence. Work that each student graduating today, as well as our relatives, family members, friends, and teachers can differently attest to. Currently, I live in Halifax, working at St. Mary's University, where I teach in the Department of English as an assistant professor in literatures and cultures of the Black Atlantic. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, when I step into my introduction to literature class, I see my students waiting for lecture to begin, and I pinch my cheeks, the pain reassuring me that this is for real. I am reminded that I am blessed, fortunate to be doing the work I have spent over a decade preparing for at the University of Guelph, Keele University, George Brown College, here at McMaster, and through other non-academic institutions that have shaped me, including my family, Air Cadets, the Duke of Edinburgh Award Program, and activist and art communities. In both classes, I engage my students on the difficulties and pleasures of learning, insisting that we learn to learn from everybody and everywhere. After work on each of these days, I walk home in a confused bliss, often realizing I do not know enough and rejoicing in the fact that I am still learning. My story and struggles will be as different from yours as yours will be from each other's. But today we share an accomplishment. Today we mark the end of a common journey. And for that, I congratulate us all. And with this accomplishment, we share the fact that our learning is truly unfinished. We share the fact that, nevertheless, for you as for myself, the forum of our learning is going to change. It is going to change, whether this change signals a new school and a new degree, a new activity, a new career, a new city, or a new country. We share in our pride here today, and for this pride looks forward toward the challenges of what will follow, and you should be proud of this accomplishment. I tell you now, as a teacher, that you are not done with learning, not by a long shot. I congratulate you on successfully taking that first, most difficult step towards learning how to learn. This convocation is a gathering of care. To the people of 6 nations who host us today on their traditional territories, who share their resources, to the custodians who clean this hall, welcoming us here today, to our teachers, family members, friends, mentors, and relatives, on behalf of this graduating class, thank you, thank you, thank you for giving care. This convocation is not just a celebration or a giving of thanks to the care we have received as students. This is rather a reminder that as graduates, it is our duty to take care not just of ourselves, as a parting greeting might suggest, as we leave this university and set out on our own. We do not set out on our own. And the phrase take care can remind us that there are others. There are always others. And in this sense, to take care is a gentle command, not just to look after oneself, but that we take care of the others that we come across after this act of pardon. This is not simply a command that we see ourselves as caregivers, but as caretakers, taking care of a tradition and its problems. A tradition that we have inherited here today and will continue to inherit for the rest of our lives. A tradition that formulates particular social hierarchies relating to what it means to have higher education, especially a considerations of those who are excluded from those traditions. We need to always remember that we are part of a larger community. An ethics of caring should guide how we shape our community. We can only hope this is how our community will shape us in return. Many of us have struggled to get to the point that we are in today. Whether those struggles are academic and or financial challenges, or juggling the balance of education, family demands, and work. It is therefore a great honor to receive the degree we are getting here today. But not only is it an honor, it is also a privilege that behooves to remember that many in Hamilton, in Canada, globally, do not have the fortune to be in the position we are in today. But higher education, in fact, education at all, is not a possibility for many, and for others who have chosen or inherited other paths. The path we have chosen is not the only path that deserves respect and ought to be valued. So whatever you do, whatever path you take, as an activist, as an artist, as a teacher, or as a politician, as a business person, as a lawyer, see these paths as forms of caring, for they are and always will be forms of both caregiving and caretaking. They are, in their essence, acts of care. As we make our way into the world, to make the world our own, there will be times where we won't be able to understand a lot of people, ideas, places that we encounter. On these occasions, remember to simply care. And so it is with this in mind that I issue you this last gentle command of your education. Take care. Thank you.